Get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. This is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, that'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 36 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And the tight end Olsen, right side. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And caught left side, Olsen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Gun. It's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. That's complete to Lazard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. L.J. Collier. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. He returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We giving them cake, baby, and they taking it and eating it up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch, They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tyler Ervin back deep. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A toss running left. This is Penny. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Underneath, he's got Olsen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early.
And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 75 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 5 yards.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers again now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Carlos Dunlap picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun to give to Jones. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
46-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
2nd and 11 now.
Throwing is Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Penny. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 23-yard run. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 45 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Now Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Green Bay.
This is Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
The 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance, and let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Wow, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes.
Bring it! Bring it!
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seed. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.